This Shines 96 here with another review. This time we have the ThreeA Halo Reach Commander Carter 1 in 6 scale figure. So here you go. So this figure was given to me review by a fantastic toy store, ToyAnxiety. They're great for all your 1 in 6 scale, ThreeA Hot Toys sideshow needs. Check them out. The link is in the description. If you're ever just looking for a part or a piece of a figure, they part out figures. So also check them out for that. So yeah. So let's get this guy out of package and see how cool he is. So here he is out of package, but before we go into the figure, let's go over his accessories. He comes with 5 different panels. You've got one right here, which is kind of like a pouch. It does have a couple like fake clips. Of course, those don't actually work, but it does look very nice. This does go on his back. He's got a panel for his, I think that's his right arm, right shoulder panel, and then you've got a left shoulder panel. And then for the 2 chest plates, you've got one with like kind of pouch and one with a electronic screen there, as well as a pouch on top. I'll show you where and how all of these go on Commander Carter. He has a no short supply of weapons as well. As you can see just in the front here, he does come with 2 grenades. They look very nice, very cool, as well as 1 knife in a sheath. As you can see, very nice. It does, of course, remove. It is quite a small knife, but a very cool looking one. I love the way the blade kind of flips up at the end there. Very nice. As well as 1 massive rifle. Very cool. Really do like the detailing in this, so the weathering and the metal-like look. Very nice, very well done, and of course you do have a little scope at the top as well, so very nice. I'll show you how all these attach to him as well. Right here on both thighs there is a place where you can put the grenades. They are both magnetized. You just have to find the right spot that they are that they have the magnets in them, and then they just stick on, which is really great. You can take them off super easy and just put them on right away. Very nice and very well done. I really like the way they use the magnets. It's pretty neat, and it's not like you have to fiddle to get it on or off, which makes it great for posing it and playing with it, because you can just take the weapon right off, do whatever you want with it, and then put it right back on, no hassle. So here you can put on the two chest plates. As you can see, just one goes right there, and the other one just goes right there. They are just hooked on by a very small little kind of niche that goes on the top here, where there's the line, and then it fits in pretty well, and they stay in really nicely. To put the shoulder pads on, it is obviously very easy. As you can see, the magnet inside, and they just attach right to the shoulder pieces, which is really great. I do like how different proportion they are. They look pretty neat. On his back, just right here, the backpack piece can just slide on very easy. Of course, that is also magnetized. You can also store his massive rifle just right on his back, which is great. It does have magnets inside it, so it just stays on right there. Very cool. The only thing I'll say with this is, though, if you're posing it or doing something with it, I don't suggest having this on his back. I suggest putting it in whatever kind of pose you want and then attaching it to his back, because if you move him around very much with this on, it does have a tendency to fall off, unfortunately. But not a huge problem, not a huge gripe, just a little thing to watch out for. The knife can also store just right here, like right next to his neck, just right next to his shoulder. Very nice, I really do like that. And of course you can just keep the sheath there and take out the knife, because the magnetic part is on the sheath and not on the knife itself. So going off the sculpt is very nice. I really do like it. You've got just a lot of different panels, a lot of different rubber texture. You've got the face mask and everything. It is all done really well. I really can't really say anything bad about the sculpt itself. It's really nice looking, and I do think that it does the character justice. Overall, the paint is done really well. You've got grays, blacks, and different variations of grays and blacks, as well as blues. I really do like the blues. It's very nice. It's a very kind of darker blue, which looks cool, and it really was well done. And I kind of like there's some parts that are kind of like a grayish blue, which helps tie it all in together. Really like the paint as far as the colors they chose. Really well done. There is a lot of battle damage in this, so let me get closer so you can see the battle damage. Just to go over weathering, as you can see here, it does have a very battle damage type of weather look, which I really do like. You've got a lot of scrapes, a lot of scratches, and this is throughout it, not just in the armor, but also in the rubber parts. The same type of detail is throughout, which is really nice. I really do like that, and just really well done. There's a lot of small battle damage. They didn't do like big parts of battle damage in some places. They did it everywhere, and it's just really small, really well detailed, which is nice. From afar, he does look very nice. He doesn't look like he's completely destroyed, but up close you can see all that damage, which is really well done. Really like it. Can't say anything better about it. To go over articulation, he has a lot of good articulation, and what is neat about this figure is, of course, like I've said before, he does have rubber parts, which is interesting. Now, I can see how there's some people that might not like the rubber, and if that's just you, that's a shame, but overall, I think the rubber was a great choice. I think it's quite unique, and it really works for this figure. It does allow it to have lots of nice posability. He does he's got almost like a double jointed elbow. I can't really tell because, of course, you can't see it, and it does swivel in the arms, which is, oh, sorry about that. The little panel I just flicked out of place. But the arms do swivel, which is awesome. It shows that the rubber that's here is not the same rubber over here. It is split in some place. So you can have that rotation, which is really nice and quite impressive. The only thing I will say is I would have liked some swivel in here if they would cut off the rubber down in the thigh here so that you can swivel it. That would have been nice, but not a huge problem. Overall, with the rubber, it does still provide great articulation. He's got a double hinge ratcheting knee joint, which is great, and it really does work. You get a lot of great posability and articulation with this guy, even with the rubber, which is surprising. When I first saw it was rubber, I thought the posability might be hindered quite decently, but it really isn't, which is quite impressive. As well as in the fingers, it is individually articulated fingers, which is quite impressive. It looks like each finger has 2 to 3 joints, which is really nice and really allows you to do a lot. The only thing is with the articulated fingers, it is kind of hard to get him to hold things just because of the way that they are. They're not sculpted hands just for holding that one item or anything like that. So it does make it a little bit harder to actually get him to hold the gun or the grenades in a really natural pose. You might have to work on it a little bit, but other than that, really well done. Very surprised in how good the articulation is, even with a rubber body. So overall, this is a very nice figure, highly recommended by me. You've got great paint, great articulation, great sculpt, and a really unique kind of design with the whole rubber and everything. I really think that it's quite interesting, and it really works. The only thing I would have rather had was just had removable hands sculpted for each different accessory rather than the posable fingers, because although the posable fingers are very nice and very cool, it does make it a little bit harder to hold the weapons and some of the accessories. But other than that, really do like it. Really well done figure, and highly recommended by me if you're a big Halo fan.